Hello everyone, Auvbri here and welcome back to another speed build here in The Sims 4. So I'm still gonna do these types of builds, but if you didn't see my last video, I kind of tried something new, so go check it out on the channel right now. But we're back here in The Sims 4 and we're building an eco house, but we're building a micro eco house. So this week I've had so many builds lined up, you guys. I've just been in the building mood. I've been building like crazy, and if you watch this build now and you think, haven't I just seen this? It's because the build that you saw yesterday was actually what this was supposed to be. So I actually was starting this build and I was like, this doesn't fit here. It doesn't work. So I actually took the build, put it into the woods, into the forest, and then ran with it there. And then I decided to do this whole other thing here. So it turned out to be a micro house, and I actually loved the way that it looked, but I thought it was fun to keep it in, so you guys can also kind of see the thought process that I have when I actually build stuff like this. So we're based here in Evergreen Harbor, and we're on the smallest lot, so this is where a starter home would normally be. Now this is not a starter home by any means. It actually is a lot more expensive than a starter home, but the reason for that is I used a lot of greenery outside. So I actually love building tiny homes. If you haven't noticed, I've built a ton of tiny homes here on the channel, and building something like this is actually so much fun, especially now that we have this new pack. I feel inspired and renewed with inspiration. So I've just been building like crazy, and I thought doing this thing with the roof here where we kind of have these overlapping roofs, which I think looked so cool when I did it. I just thought that was a really good idea. I wanted to use a lot of new items from the Eco Lifestyle pack as well. So we used a lot of the windows. I wanted to bring in a lot of natural lighting, and I knew that I wanted to bring in a lot of nature with this build as well, because it is eco-friendly, and you know, keeping that eco vibe, we really needed to have some more greenery in here. So I actually made it an essential part of the build itself, especially on the exterior. Now I'm still having some problem with the games, guys. It actually is still bugging quite a bit for me. I know a lot of simmers have experienced this as well, but EA is working on patches. I got one, I don't know, about 2 hours after I did this build, but it didn't really fix anything for me. I still have the same kind of bugs. I still have the problem with I can't open the gallery inside the game. When I try to fill out packs, it's just like 3 dots. There's a lot of very weird stuff going on, but nonetheless we can still build all of these beautiful builds. So I hope you guys are really gonna like it. Now again, I wanted to do something different here. So normally my builds are very, you know, in your face and stuff like that, but I wanted this to be really eco-friendly, and you would look at it and you wouldn't doubt that it's actually an eco build. That's what I was trying to go for here. So on the roof I placed these solar panels on the parts that wasn't grass. We also placed a lot of greenery around the house, especially on the exterior here, to really make sure that you knew this was a green living house. I also put in these kind of corner pieces with the new fencing, because I don't know, I like the new fencing, but I don't like it, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like it's there, but it's not there. I want to use it, but I don't know how to use it. That's kind of how I feel about this fencing. And of course a little porch area here where you can put on your barbecue, because the barbecue is actually off the grid as well, so it doesn't actually take up any electricity. And we do have a lot of solar panels on this build as well, so it actually is fairly easy for you to, you know, to have enough power for everything. Going back and looking at this build right now, because it's actually been a week since I've built this build, I wish that I had made the bathroom smaller. Now it's always easy to go back and say that, but I don't know, when I build this tiny house, or this micro house, so this is the smallest of the one, I believe it's only 32 tiles, which is not a lot. So I was trying to cram everything in. I wanted to have a beautiful looking bathroom, because I don't normally take that long on doing bathrooms. Looking back at it now, we could have probably used the space somewhere else, but you know, that's the way that it goes when you're building and you're doing it like the way that I do, you know, cramming out videos and trying to make everything fit into a very busy week schedule that I have. Looking back at it now, I would have maybe loved for it to be a bit bigger, the house and maybe the bathroom a bit smaller, but you know, that's just the way that it is. We can't really do anything about it now. You can always go back in yourself and change it, but you know, that's just the way that it is. But I do think the bathroom looks very, very beautiful. Now, as for the kitchen area, guys, here is where the limitations of the space is starting to show. I knew I had to use the big door that came with this new expansion pack, but I was not willing to compromise. So there's not actually a stovetop / oven combo in here. You're gonna have to use the barbecue if you want to put that in. I was trying to fit in a small seating area here, but that didn't actually work for me either. Yes, Sim is supposed to be able to go through here. I play tested it a couple of times, but you know, if not, try moving, just pushing the table slightly into the wall with move objects and it should be fine. As we're moving into the last of the rooms here, I just want to say, because I try to keep these very short and keep you actually enjoying the video tour at the end for yourself, but I just want to say thank you so much for the support that I've been shown over the last 1.5 weeks. With the new way that I make content here on the channel. It means the world to me. I really appreciate that. And if you want to get this build, it is on the gallery right now. So you just have to search my origin ID, which is Auvbri, and you should be able to find every single thing that I've done. And yeah, I actually believe that's it. This is the only piece of technology inside the house. That is the flat screen. So that's all you're gonna see from me guys here. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for the continued support, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna leave you with the video tour. So have a truly fantastic day wherever you are in the world. Bye guys.
Bye.